Hey guys, how's it going? Josh here. So today I'm going to talk about the Autobots confirmed for Transformers The Last Night. So we have quite a few actually, and I'm going to go over them relatively quickly because I don't want to make the video too long. But I'm just going to talk about what their place is on the Autobot team, and essentially, after I go over all of them, kind of how I want to see them portrayed. So we have Optimus Prime, obviously leader of the Autobots. We have Bumblebee, the Autobot scout. Hound, which is kind of like the heavy artillery guy for the Autobots, the heavy weaponry. We have Drift, who's listed as the tactician. We have Crosshairs, which is listed as the Autobot sniper. We have Hot Rod, which doesn't really have a specific specialization. Unfortunately, I'll get to why I'm a little worried about him. We have Squeaks, who's basically useless. And we have Grimlock, who's obviously, leader of the Dinobots, pretty badass overall. It turns into a T-Rex, like a fire-breathing T-Rex. Like, come on, that's awesome. Now, for Optimus Prime, I mean, there's not much to say on him because it's very up in the air what's going on. Like, he's either corrupted, mind-controlled, or dead. So, with all intents and purposes, I'm not going to talk about Optimus Prime really in this video. If you want to hear more about, what we think for Optimus Prime, there is a video we made about that and what might be going on with him. And the link for that will be at the end of this video when the other video links pop up. So go definitely check that out and join the conversation with that in the comments. So for Bumblebee, though, he's the Autobot scout, and he hasn't really done a lot of recon stuff in the past few movies. So with Optimus Prime kind of gone, I would love to see the Autobots kind of have to be more basically smarter and a lot more kind of safer in their actions. And I would hope they would stay as a unit together, as a team, because they're the only Autobots really left at this point. So I would love to see Bumblebee really go back to his scout roots. So whenever like the Autobots are going somewhere, things like that, they have Bumblebee kind of scout the area out first. I think that'd be a really cool thing to do because they haven't really used that specialization of his, enough in an effective way that I think has left an impression with viewers. I think if you asked a viewer who Bumblebee is, they'd probably just say he's a soldier. Or he's, the second in command of Optimus Prime. Like, no one really remembers too much that he's the scout of the Autobots because they don't really, show it that much. Now, for Hound, I'm not too worried about Hound. I mean, I didn't really love his design too much. That was a little over-designed in the last movie. But I would love to see Hound obviously keep his place as kind of the heavy kind of weaponry guy. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought it really fit his personality and obviously, kind of how they did his design with all the the straps of just what looked like bullets but weren't bullets or rounds or whatever. So I would love to see them continue that. With Drift, though, since Drift is the Autobot tactician, I would love to see him actually use that and actually use his position to do tactics and strategies. Optimus Prime has basically capitalized that in the past few movies, but with him out of the picture for a while, I would love to see Autobots actually use Drift in that capacity instead of him just being there to look like a samurai and spewed out, stereotypical wisdom. So Crosshairs, though, he's listed as the sniper of the Autobots. While he doesn't have to actually snipe someone word for word, I would love to see him use his abilities in a long-range situation. So I would love to see Drift draw up a tactic. Maybe they're fighting some Decepticons. And part of that tactic, besides Bumblebee scouting out the area ahead, it'd be really cool if we got to get, if we had Crosshairs used in a capacity that showed us why he's the long range, sniper of the Autobots. And, Squeaks is in the movie. I'm not really going to comment on him. He's basically the human character Isabella's pet. And I don't think he's really going to have any consequence to the movies. He'll probably just connect her to the Autobots to give her some, really drawn out reason to be involved. Hot Rod, however, is my favorite Autobot. I want to talk forever about Hot Rod. However, I'll restrain myself, and I will say that I hope they don't make him a ripoff of Bumblebee. I know a lot of people that don't really know a lot about Bumblebee and Hot Rod will probably get them confused really easily. And they've given Hot Rod a French accent probably to differentiate the two even more. But I would love Bumblebee kind of keeping a scout position, but Hot Rod being the sword in that situation. So basically think Bumblebee reports in, all right, there's like 3 Decepticons over there, yada, 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 doing scout recon stuff. Hot Rod it'd be really cool if they did this. Hot Rod would be like the assassin of the two. So Bumblebee's, phase 1 and Hot Rod's kind of phase 2. I really love seeing that, them to kind of complement each other, work as a team, as a pair, a duo. I think it'd be a really cool utilization of Hot Rod because besides that, I don't know what they're going to do with Hot Rod. And I fear for the worst, but I'm hoping for the best. Now, Grimlock, however, I'm just going to assume they're going to use him for brute force purposes. Optimus Prime in the past has essentially been used as that frontline brute force kind of character whenever the Autobots are fighting someone. I'm assuming at this point Grimlock is taking that place. I want to see the other Dinobots also appear, but while they're not confirmed, I think it's basically implied with Grimlock the other ones are going to be there. And I hope they do him right this time. They've been very disrespectful to the Dinobots in the movie so far. But with all that said and done, let me know below in the comments what you guys want to see for the Autobots. Which Autobot did I not mention do you wish was in the movie? And obviously keep in mind the ones that are dead. But besides that, I want to see Hot Rod. I want to see Hot Rod done right. The fact that he's in the movie is awesome. But I sometimes fear that they're only using characters like that because they've killed, characters like Jazz and Ratchet, and they don't want to kind of bring them back. Even though they've killed Megatron how many times now and they keep bringing them back. But comment below what your favorite Autobot or what Autobot you'd like to see in the next movie. And with all that said and done, this is Josh, and I'll see you guys later.